Hello Year 3. Today we're going to be solving some time word problems. But before we do that, we've got this similar problem that we often do. I have written 5 numbers on the board and I'd like you to try and make either 23, 17 or 44. Remember, you don't have to make those exact numbers, but you can try and get as close as you can to making them. So everybody should be able to have a go, even if you can't make those numbers exactly. How close can you get? Pause the video and have a go. Maybe give yourself 5 minutes and see how close you can get, or see if you can make any of those numbers, and I'll add some answers to the board. So pause the video now and see if you can do it. 3, 7, 5, 6, 2 to make 23, 17 or 44. Well done, Year 3. I've just written 3 possible answers on the board, but I'm sure there are different ways you may have done it. 7 times 3 is 21. Add 2 is 23. So I've used 7, 3 and 2. To make 17, 5 times 3 is 15. Add 2 is 17. So I've used 5, 3 and 2. And finally, to make 44, a bit of a tricky one. 7 times 6 is 42. Add 2 is 44. Very well done if you made any of those numbers. First of all, I wanted to practice what we did last lesson, where we were telling time to the nearest 5 minutes. So you'll need your plastic clock if you haven't got it already. Let's run through these different times on the board. 10 minutes past 3. Can anybody find 10 minutes past 3 on their clock? Find 3 o'clock, and that might help you find 10 minutes past 3. 10 past 3. 10 minutes past 3. Have a go on your clock. And maybe you can think about how you'd write that time in numbers as well. 10 minutes past 3. Well done if you are showing me this time. This would have been 3 o'clock, but we wanted 10 minutes past 3 o'clock. 5, 10. It would look exactly like that, and we would write that 3:10, the hour, then the minute, 3:10. Can you show me 20 minutes past 7? 20 minutes past 7, 20 past 7. 20 past 7 or 7:20. 7:20 or 20 minutes past 7. Remember, you could find 7 o'clock and then count on 20 minutes. It's 5 minutes from one number to the next number, remember. 20 past 7. Well done if you're showing me this time. 20 past 7 or 7:20. Can you find 5 minutes to 2? So 5 minutes before 2 o'clock. Remember, you could find 2 o'clock and then go back 5 minutes. 5 to 2, 5 minutes to 2. Or 1:55. 1:55. 5 to 2. Can you find 5 minutes to 2? Very well done. Remember, you can always pause the video if you need a bit more time. Very well done if you show me this time. This was 2 o'clock, or this is 2 o'clock. We can always go just back 5 minutes. And now it is 5 minutes until 2 o'clock. 5 to 2. Brilliant if you got that right. And finally, 11:45. We've done lots of work on 11:45. 11:45. So it's not quite 11 o'clock yet. 11:45. Can you show me that time on your clock? 11:45. Very well done if you're showing me this time. This is 11 o'clock. This is 11:45. A quarter until we get to 11 o'clock. 11:45. Very well done. Today, we're going to be solving some word problems. I've written 3 onto the board. I'll read you the first one. Peter goes swimming at 11. He swims for 2 hours. What time does he get out? You will need your clocks to help solve some of these problems today. Peter goes swimming at 11. So we have 11 o'clock. This is when he goes swimming. And he swims for 2 hours. So we need to move the clock on 2 hours. I'm going to do this for you all to see. 1 whole hour is when we move right round the clock once. And we want 2 whole hours. So this is when he gets out. What would the time be? The time will be 1 o'clock. Or 1 o'clock. Well done. Let's have a look at the next one. Andrew finishes work at 5. He worked for 3 hours. What time did he start work? We're going back the other way this time. So Andrew finishes work at 5 o'clock. This time. But he worked for 3 hours. So what time did he start work? We need to go back 3 hours. We need to move the clock back 3 hours. See if you can do it. Pause the video and see if you can move the clock back 3 hours. Pause the video now and see if you can move the clock back 3 hours. Very well done if you've done that. And you're showing me this time, 2 o'clock. We were at 5 o'clock and we went back 3 hours. 1, 2, 3. So our hour hand is now at the 2. So that answer would be 2 o'clock. He started work at 2 o'clock. Tricky one to finish. Alice walks to school. It takes her 30 minutes. She arrives at 8:30 or 8:30. I will show you that time. She arrives at school at 8:30. What time did she leave? It takes her 30 minutes to get to school. She arrives at this time. This is when she gets to school, and it takes her 30 minutes to get to school. So what time does she leave her house? Have a go, see if you can work it out. Maybe pause the video and have a think about it if you need to. It takes her 30 minutes. Well done if you realised you had to go back 30 minutes. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So she left home at 8 o'clock. Those are examples of similar questions you may see today on your worksheets. There are 2 sheets to complete. Have a go, just do your best. Start with the one that says number 1 at the top. Please do come onto Google Meet with your clocks because some of these might be trickier than others. We can always discuss them. If you're finding one tricky, there's a good chance other people are finding it a little bit tricky as well. So we can do some together if we need to, or you can check some of your answers. If you finish all of that, you could write 3 or 4 of your own time word problems to solve. Thank you for watching Year 3.